Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Tuesday. Well, I'm filming this part today, Tuesday, and then tomorrow I will add this to the stitch along. So this is from 123 Stitch. So we'll have an unbagging and a start. That is, if I can get it. It's all kind of folded weird. We'll just rip it. That way I won't cut it. Alright. Let's see what is going on here. Well, this is... sorry, a piece of cardboard. I just had a Pop-Tart and it is like in my throat. Yeah, I know. I'm still a kid, right? Gotta have my brown sugar Pop-Tart. Yum. Piece of nice cardboard so it won't bend, and you don't need to see this. It was supposed to be with the order that I got the thread for Beauty, Dutch Beauty. But I got this pattern and it wasn't in yet, so here we are. Tudor B. Take it out of the plastic here. Nice heavy plastic. Yay. I can put that back in there so nothing happens to it. And it says it's stitched on 40 count fennel seed linen, and it does have a DMC conversion on the back, and let's see, what kind of threads is that? Needlepoint silk. Never used NPS, but it's not going to be done in silk. Not this girl. Oh, look, she's got my scissors. No. Those, I'm sure, are very much more expensive, but very much similar. I like my stork scissors. Probably have 100 pairs by the time we're through, and it's only got one page. So yeah, this is from the Blue Flower, but I just thought it was really kind of pretty. So we got the called for threads. Let's make sure they're here. They're all right here. And there are 3, 6, 9 colors. We have all 9 colors, except somewhere there is no 3865. So, but I got a, oh, here it is. 3865 goes in there as well. There must be 2 of these, of something. Yep, there's 2 of those. The 1830. There we go. Now, that's all the colors. Now, as you know, last week I did buy material. So we'll just lay that down. Ooh, this is a pretty color. It's kind of a shell color. Like a pale pink shell. So we got to keep that all in mind. Plus the white. So I picked out... we have hanging threads. Not happening here. Okay. So I got 28 count vintage bittersweet linen. And I got 28 count chalice Lugana from Picture This Plus. It's very, very nice. These two are my absolute favorite. And I got this really stiff linen because I wanted to try out different kinds. It's real loose weave. Looks like it would be fairly easy to stitch on because you can see right through it. It's fairly thin. Let's see. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it's being so dark. But I got a 13 by 18 piece of each of those colors. But I don't think this is going to be for that one. It's a pretty color, but it's awfully stiff and I'm like freaking out. So I like these two the best. And they're really pretty colors. But there's the pattern. So I don't know. I kind of like this linen. I really do. I don't know how well it'll go. It's kind of a loose weave, and it's from Lakeside Linen. I liked it immediately on seeing it, but I've never worked on linen, so I got a bigger piece so that if I wanted to do something really small, you know, because this one is not, it's 100 by 83, so I don't know. 100 by 83 is probably, it's not going to be very big. I don't have anything to calculate that, so, but it's not a very big pattern. So I think I'll have to start it on one, and if I don't like it, I'll go to the other. But I really like it on this. It looks more antique-y. I think this is almost too light, but we'll see. We'll see. But I thought it'd be nice and different and easy to work with. Just don't know. Yeah. So, I think this one's out of the running, so we'll put it with my extra stuff. And I really like this peach. This chalice as well. It's closer looking. I don't know. I had to pick two that I really, really like. Heck, I could probably do it twice and make maybe the bee a different color, or say the flowers a different color if I wanted to. But I don't know. The only question is these two colors right here. The white might not be so bad, but this peach color that I told you about, pink, which is 3774, might be too light for that. So maybe we'll just step off a cliff and work with the linen. We'll see. We will see. But I thought it was a really pretty color. And I'd never had any linens, and I went with Lakeside because that's all that Brenda and Laura use. So, you know, you got to go with the stuff. So, alright guys, I think that's going to be it for right now, and I'll be back and we'll do a start. Alright, be right back. Alright everyone, I am back, and today is Thursday. Let's try that again. Today is Wednesday. And I put the, oh dear, where's my little piece of paper? 28 count vintage bittersweet linen by Lakeside in the hoop. And the color green is I'm having a heck of a time today. 937. Yay. And like I said, I'm using the called for colors. And I'm trying to get you where it needs to be. There we go. I took a couple of stitches just so that I could see if I could do this. And this is 28 counts, so it's fairly easy to see. I'm not straining my eyes here. It's just a little bit different gauge, shall we say? Because, like, one thread is one way. Not one way. We'll call it thin, and the next one or so is thick. So that'll take a little bit to get used to. But it's not bad, on the eyes, as far as that goes. And it went right in that hoop, so, hey. What the heck? Well, last night, it was busy sometimes and not busy. So, yeah. I was glad to get out of there. Now, I didn't have to work till 10 because they They're waiting till, like, say, the last week of May when all the hoopty starts. Molly. And so I won't have to do that for a 3 weeks. I don't believe. Which is good. So I was happy about that, because I really wasn't looking forward to working till 10 o'clock when it's so slow. I mean, I barely make it to 9. I probably didn't have anybody between, say, 8:30 and 9 at all. And maybe between 8 and 8:30, maybe one person. Yeah. All's good. All's good. I was watching the ladies that do the, I don't know what they're called. I can't think. Oh dear. They're from the attic. Carolyn and somebody, I can't think of the other lady's name. But Carolyn has done several different ones. You know, like on her own. Maybe perhaps the other lady wasn't available. I have no idea. So, yeah. But I like listening to them. They have lots of things, you know, because it's a store. I like watching Inspired Needle because they show stuff that's in the store. I just like seeing it all laid out. You know, if you could just walk along and hug everything, you know, it'd be great. But they probably wouldn't let me do that since, you know, during these times, shall we say. So, we'll see. I'm glad this is a small project, because this will take a hot moment to get used to doing. I'm real adventuresome. I got out the other 2 colors here that are supposed to start. Let me show you. This little, I guess it's a Tudor rose. Right here. There's 2 round ones, and then there's 2 different ones. I don't know why they didn't outline this one or do something special. I don't know. I guess just the design. Whatever. Like I said, I'm glad it's small. I mean, it took a hot moment to get on to 28 count, but start with something small. Smaller, you know, than like the Bristol Orphanage sampler, you know, that's huge. But anyway, this lady on there, the older lady, she was talking about she's working on 55, 60 count. I was like, no, not. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the other lady's like, I can't even see that. I don't. And the other lady's got at least 10 years on her. It's like, how? No. But yeah, that's what she works on. I'm like, each to his own, you know. Not every stitcher is alike, and oh well. Well, we can go in a straight line. It'll be interesting. I like this. I have another piece of casual linen that I got for, oh my gosh, what the heck was it? I know exactly. It was 28 count casual doubloon, maybe? Something like that. Oh. It was like you'd be stitching on gauze. No, it wasn't for me. But, and I still don't like that fabric. It's kind of made like this. It's not as stiff. Hang on. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's kind of like this. It's kind of roughy. I don't know. But it's not nearly this stiff. This acts like it's got some kind of sizing in it. I don't know. And maybe that's so you can stitch on it. So we'll try it out for another project. Perhaps a blackbird or something. I don't know. Because I want to stitch on all the things. Except, you know, there is a point where I draw my line. Because I don't want to stitch on that silk gauze ever. Not ever. No. Okay, we're going to lose this. I'm trying to get enough of a corner. Last night I worked on the spring, you know, the Chinese picture spring. I know, I have like 4 things that are spring. I don't have anything spring, and then now I have like 4 things that are called spring, if you will. It's like, oh my God, what happened here? They could have at least called it something else. I love it, but yeah, I stitched on it for about an hour last night. Oh heck, what am I doing? See, once you get started and you get kind of a foundation, it's not quite so bad. But that first initial line of stitching, if you will, is just, it's very hard for me. But anyway, we're good. We're good. We can do this. Yep. I guess you can kind of do whatever you put your mind to. And this isn't terribly hard to see. But anyway, when I was listening to them, they were talking about, you know, how they fill in things. And, you know, crazy me, usually when I do something, I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? In a line, kind of like that. I had to have a line because it's just the nature of that, what it is. But they were talking about when you fill in things, you do 3 up and 3 down, 3 up and 3 down. And then you don't have that line. See, I took my eyes off of it for 2 seconds. Now I can find where I needed to go. Which I thought was quite interesting. I'd never heard of that before. So I'm going to try that out. You pick up little tidbits as you go. I'm using a 28 count, 2 strands needle. That is. Sorry, didn't mean to confuse. This is one of the smaller needles. I get these from Peacemaker, from 123 Stitch. They're my favorite needle. I might have to go to a 26 if I'm using silky thread. Sometimes. But I like these 28s because they're nice and small. It's about as small as the needle that I use when I'm quilting. I don't know what size that is. I just get the smallest quilting needle that I can possibly get, because I like a short needle. But so far, so good here. But we're just doing straight lines. And I started in the lower left-hand corner like I normally do. It's easier for me to see if I start on the far right corner. It's like I'm working against myself. I hope that makes some kind of sense. And I can't start in the middle to save my soul. That's not happening. So. And you got to be real careful not to pull this thread too hard. Because it will cinch the fabric in a heartbeat. So I can understand why people stitch in hand when they're using linen, but I can't hang on to it forever. I have to have something holding the hoop. That's why I got this lap stand. Because I'm not constantly fisting something in my hand to hang on to it. My hands are getting bad. They don't ache all the time, so that's a good thing. It's just when I overwork it, like if you're wringing out a rag to clean something, consistently. Does that make sense? I hope. Well, I just got to work today, and then I get the next 4 days off. Kind of feels like you weren't at work at all. I'm trying to gently pull that. I didn't make it terribly taut. I want to be able to do this. And this material seems to give. It's really nice. Really nice. It kind of moves, but not like that other stuff. Oh my God. That other stuff, it was like you were chasing down the threads. Not happening. Not happening for this old girl. I just need another small piece of this. And there's something I started doing. Like, let's say, okay, and I started this on Dankworth. Let's say I needed this color. But I only had like 3 stitches. So I would pull this out, about, what is that, 10 inches or so. And since I'm using 2 threads, I would pull out 1 strand. But now it's still attached. So I just go down. I'm trying to get it to move. Pull out 1 strand. Get enough that when you fold it, if you're only going to do 2 or 3 stitches, and just cut it off. Now, the thread, normally I would just pull a length of thread. Now it's separated, and cut it off of here. Now it's separated. But if I just, then I have a hard time. If there's, I don't have one, but if there's several colors that are close to that, now it's a separate entity all by itself, just languishing there. But if I only have to have 3 or 4 stitches, I know, and on 28 count or 16 count, you don't need too much. So I just pull 1 thread out, clip that thread off, and the rest of the thread is still here. So it's still attached to the original skein. And that's been working really well. I'm going to use that here in a minute. So it's an idea. And it's been working so that I don't have 50 threads at the bottom of the thing, of my bag, that I have no clue what color they are. And when I stitch, I just stitch. I usually don't put things back. I just stitch. Trying to get that thread in there. So, it's an idea. Okay, now where was I going? Okay. It has a little tail. For the flower here. So we'll see. I'm trying. It's a little different. It's not like even weave, but it's not too bad. Wonder if they make it any lower count. Do they have 20 count? I have no idea. We'll see. We're good. Oh my god. This light is just something else. My problem is, I was scared to try linen because I was kind of afraid I'd like it. You know what I mean? But this isn't too bad. I really don't have the desire to go any smaller on this at all. Whatsoever. But it stitches really good. It looks, I don't know, you can't really, I'm going to bring you down really close. I mean, see how consistent the threads are? I mean, they're fairly consistent. I mean, you got a few slubs and stuff in there, but it's really nice to look at it, and it's more even, because I have been trying to, let me do this so that I can get you out further. Oh my god, having a great day. I think I'm getting sick or something. I'm not sure. Probably got my granddaughter's cold. It would serve me right. So, oh, that's the end of that. Okay. Yeah. I was just paranoid that I'm gonna like it, and it's not that much more than the even weave or the Lugano, but yeah, just been a little afraid, but I wanted to try, and now that I know that I can stitch on this, that's nice, so I won't be afraid. But this is one piece of linen from one company. So, and I know they make different kinds of Lugana and different kinds of linen. You know, I mean, not all of it looks and feels and quacks like a duck. Does that make sense? I am having a day. Okay, we're going to get rid of that a second. Okay, what's next? I need the fleur. The fleur is... So see, I'll pull out a piece. I'll get my one. And I got a little bit bigger piece, but yet it's all right there. You haven't taken it off of there. And this thread right now goes to this project, so we'll just keep working on it. Make sense? But that way you don't have a million threads running around. It just drives me crazy. And one day I accidentally pulled one thread up and I went, yeah, that'll work. So, see? You just gotta work your way through it. Need a drink. Whoa. It's pretty red, isn't it? It's 815. I love 815. 815, 498, and 221 are my 3 reds that I like. Oh, and they were talking on that, sorry, it got a little loose. What do you call it? The Attic Bunch. They were talking about Erica Michaels, Bristol. She's got a pattern. It's got 2 strawberries and then a small little Bristol. Yeah. I love red samplers. And Bristol Orphanage sampler. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, yep. I just love the way that they look. They are gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Oh. Come on. That a pretty red next to that green. It'd make a gorgeous sampler. Christmas sampler, I mean. This is kind of a cranberry red. I don't know which way I want to go here. They were talking about all the NPI silks and the Verissoise, and no. See, I don't want to take it that far. No. Sorry. I do too many diverse things to be able to afford silk for every project. It just, no. I just see where that was going to go. Yep, that's what I thought. So, yep, no plans for my days off. My daughter's probably going to be working on her car. Or her truck, excuse me. Yeah, it's a truck. Yep, I got one. Oh, 1, 2. So, we got to try all the things this year. Don't be afraid. Just be brave and don't do something real huge. And you're going to be just fine. That's going to be pretty together. This kind of, dang it, sit there, goes in a spiral. I don't know if you can actually see that. But there's two colors there. So it goes in a circle. Cool. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me for this unboxing and stitch along. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we will see you again tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.